If your instincts could pay off. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get...
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Drivers who switch their home and auto with Progressive could save money and time. Other things try to do this, but they really don't. Like the touchscreen at fast food places. It's not like you save time because it takes you longer to use a touchscreen than, I don't know, someone who works there. And another thing, you'd think it would save money because they're not paying a cashier, right? But no, same price. Also, why is there an option to tip? Who am I tipping? Exactly. Anyway, even if you can't save money and time with some things, you could with a Progressive home and auto bundle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers not available in all states or situations.
This Valentine's Day, celebrate the one you love the most with Hallmark cards at Walgreens. Valentine's Day is the best time to send your favorite person a reminder of just how much they mean to you. A Hallmark card is a super simple and beautiful way to say how grateful you are for the love you two share. Don't forget, Valentine's Day is Saturday, February 14th. Visit Walgreens today to find a Hallmark card that shows just how much you care for them, because love lives here.
It's your captain speaking. To the passenger with the Mirror Fast soft chews, smart move.
No way am I letting travel constipation ruin this trip.
Can't blame you. Mirror Fast works fast, but without the harsh side effects.
Since I'm such a smart traveler, can I move to first class?
No. Close the curtain, Carol.
From the makers of Miralax, new Mirafast soft chews work naturally with your body in as little as 30 minutes to give you a comfortable go on the go. Find Mirafast today at your local retailer. Use as directed for occasional constipation. Contains magnesium hydroxide.
Hey, man. It's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
KCUV Tucson, a Cumulus Media station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're coming to you live from right here on campus today. It is the celebration of Arizona's national champion triathlon team. Back-to-back national champions. And we are going to hear from the ladies and their head coach coming up here at 3:45. It is a festive type of thing going on right now here. The crowd is yet to arrive, but we've got a DJ here as well, and we've got some they actually have this a little bit set up backwards than they did last year, but it should still play pretty good. Actually, it was all in the sun. Maybe they learned last year. It was a little bit hard to see, I think, on the video, so they've switched it and put the backdrop next to the Davis Center where we are right now. I'm going to try and get you a second shot here of what we've got going on to kind of give you a indication of kind kind of what it looks like out here today for this celebration. Again, this is a young program. They have not really had a whole lot of experience with what they've been attempting to do the last couple of years, but they've come in and they've essentially taken over this sport here. All right, I'm going to go to camera number 2 here so you can get a little bit of a look at what we've got here today. And there's our DJ friend right here. That's actually, J-Dub joins me out here. J-Dub, that's actually one of Chop's friends. This gentleman, Dew is his name, claims that he is the reason that Chop is so big here in Tucson.
Everybody,
our guy, Pork Chop from Kim FM.
Yeah, I think just about everybody in the DJ game these days in Tucson knows Chop.
Exactly. There's a nice little banner they've got over there. It says back-to-back, invest, commit, repeat. That is their the mantra of the University of Arizona triathlon team, which, again, for a second straight year, won a national championship. You can see the big screen up there. It's got all the young ladies that are on the squad up there. And, again, we'll have the program coming up for you here in about 45 minutes or so.
How many years is the dynasty?
I think if you win 3 in a row, if you win, maybe 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 6, then we're down. I mean, I think if you get past 5 years, you're talking about a dynasty. I mean, it was interesting last night. I was watching TV, and I guess there's a documentary that's coming out about the San Francisco 49ers football team as we get ready and are in the midst of Super Bowl week here. And they were talking about, obviously, I think they won, all 5 of their titles in about a 10-year period.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's the definition of a dynasty.
Yeah,
right
Warriors,
there.
Patriots. There's a lot of teams that fall in that description as well. In ultra successful in a short period of time. I only ask because this is the 3rd year, and ASU won the first. Arizona's won the next 2. So 2 out of 3.
Yeah, absolutely. So it'll be a lot of fun out here. And, again, we are going to be with you till 5:30 today. We'll be with you till 5:30. And then we've got the Pro Bowl games coming up here. And that is going to be anchored by an Arizona Wildcat alum. Brian Radke will be live from San Francisco. We had a chance yesterday to talk to Toby Bourget from Tucson Turf Elite Football, who's up there, and he's working as a coach. He knows more about flag football, I think, than probably anybody here in Southern Arizona. Has put together one of the best youth outfits that you're going to find anywhere across the country, and now he has an opportunity to go out and work with the big dogs. So if you missed that interview, head on over to our website, Wildcats Radio 1290. You'll get a chance to hear that interview with Toby Bourget and talk about flag football. Bijan Robinson's also involved in that event going on up there tonight, so it should be fun. You can check that out, and you can listen to it right here, beginning with coverage at 5:30. A busy day happening. The Arizona Cardinals, we didn't really get a chance to delve too much into this yesterday, but the Arizona Cardinals introduced their new coach today, Mike LaFleur, the brother of Green Bay Packers coach Matt LaFleur. So once again, we have brothers coaching in the National Football League. I can't remember exactly the last time that happened. I think it has happened before that we have had brothers coaching. I know we've had obviously a lot of father-son coaching combos, but that's going to be fun. And they're in the same conference. Obviously we got the Harbaugh brothers. We got the Harbaugh brothers of late, since Jim came over from the college realm to coach opposite his brother John in the same conference, and now we've got the LaFleur brothers who are going to be coaching. Mike coming over after spending some time as the offensive coordinator with the Los Angeles Rams, who advanced to the NFC Championship game before losing to the Seattle Seahawks, who are going to be in the Super Bowl this Sunday alongside the New England Patriots. That's going on. We are in the midst of the final countdown to the trade deadline in the National Basketball Association. A lot of have not been rumored in any deals. I mean, an up-and-coming franchise, it's a little bit ahead of the pace that maybe a lot of people thought.
They're Big Four is what they call them. So hopefully they build around Mobley. Hopefully they keep a lot of pieces, because that's a good contending team right now, and especially with Jason Tatum out in the East, there's an opportunity for them to do some noise. I just think they've underperformed. Talk about the Suns overperforming. I don't know if the Cavs have lived up to maybe preseason expectations. Maybe losing Coach Ott had a little more impact than we thought.
Yeah, there you go. 520-848-1290. 520-848-1290 is the number if you want to get in on the program. Again, we are out here at the Davis Center on campus. Absolutely gorgeous day.
So beautiful.
On campus. I mean, this is why, if you are a student at the University of Arizona, it's days like this is the reason you come to college.
This is why you bring basketball and football recruits to Tucson
right now.
Early February, and when they're seeing 8 feet of snow on the ground and all the other visits they take, and it's 75 degrees out and beautiful.
Well, I mean, our guy Ricky Hundley famously remarked that that's why they brought him here in February. They brought him to town in February on a recruiting trip, and he couldn't believe that there were, students walking around in shorts and flip-flops, and so he said, yeah, that might be a place I want to go, especially if you're somewhere in like Virginia or on the eastern seaboard.
Yeah,
where
Michigan,
it's about
Ohio
20
State,
degrees
Tucson,
right?
The places where it literally is under negative wind chill at the moment. Yeah,
and again, and that the kind of guys you want. I mean, that's a guy that like you mentioned, could have gone to any of those major colleges, but came out here and became the greatest player. Arguably the greatest player to ever play in this program.
Oh, yeah.
So you like to see if you can get a few more guys like that to come out here and play some football for Brent Brennan and really elevate this program to a new level. And when you win national championships like you do in your ancillary sports and your Olympic sports like you found in triathlon, that's a huge boon to an exciting athletic department as well.
How about a men's tennis match?
Get
some football players over at the men's tennis center. And,
right.
Obviously all the success they've always had with the softball team and baseball team. There's a lot of great programs here on campus. So triathlon just adding to the list.
There we go. All right, we're going to get our first break in here. We're going to race through our first hour break so we can be ready to go when the program starts here at 3:45. DK on the Sports Tip coming to you live from the Davis Center here on campus. It is the celebration of U of A's national champion triathlon team, back-to-back national champion triathlon team, and you're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family.
If you go in the door and to the left,
life insurance is so
it should be open. I don't know if they
Ethos
lock
makes it
those.
Fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Clones. What do we want when we're craving protein or we need some more energy? Not bars, not sugary snacks, not energy drinks. What we want is beef, pure and simple. So where's the beef? It's in a package of Old Trapper beef jerky. Old Trapper is not your father's jerky. It's not shriveled, dry, and tasteless. Old Trapper beef jerky is made from lean strips of steak and quality spices that are smoked over a real wood fire. So it's tender and it's tasty. It's not tough. And why is it so good? Because Old Trapper is a 50-year-old family business known for their relentless commitment to quality. They take smoked beef extremely seriously, and you can taste it in every single bite. Old Trapper is packed with protein. It comes in 4 great flavors to satisfy all your cravings. Quality smoked meat at its finest that goes with you wherever you go, to the game, to the gym, to the beach. So look for Old Trapper in the Clearview bag. You can see the quality you're buying. Look for it in major retail stores near you. If you don't see it, clones, ask for it by name because no other jerky compares. Old Trapper, what's your beef?
Why'd I go to the doctor? Working on the farm, my heart kept skipping a beat. I didn't think much of it, but my daughters made me get checked out. Turns out I have atrial fibrillation, which increases the risk of stroke about 5 times.
Symptoms like irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue, or lightheadedness can come and go. But if it's AFib, the risk of stroke remains. If you have symptoms, contact a doctor.
I'm so glad I did.
Visit notimetowait.com. Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is
just driving the kids to soccer practice. Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid. Pack full of features with up to an EPA-estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Come on, guys. No cleats on the seats. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603, 562-314-4603 for more details.
What's that song that goes ba-da-da-da-da-da?
You mean la-di-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee?
No, he's talking about bum, 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 bum.
No, that's not it.
All right, guys, we don't have time for this. Furnaces are breaking down, and we promise we'll be there in one day.
That's it.
With Alaskan AC service guarantee, we'll arrive in one day or your repair is free.
Oh, that song.
One of my favorites. If you have a problem today, Alaskan AC will get to you within one day.
If we don't, the whole repair is free.
No matter how much.
So good, people are singing about it.
With Alaskan AC service guarantee, we'll arrive in one day or your repair is free.
Reminds me of another song that goes boom, chicka boom, chicka boom.
I've never heard that.
Well, you're not as cultured as me.
You have about as much culture as a bowl of yogurt.
With Alaskan AC service guarantee, we'll arrive in one day or your repair is free.
AlaskanAC.com.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance, making it easy to save you money. When you bundle your auto policy with home, condo, or renters, you'll earn a multi-policy discount. Easy to bundle, easy to save. Visit Progressive.com.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, it's Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together. Some slowing on the westbound side of I-10 approaching and passing Alvernon Way. Also for eastbound I-10 approaching Ajo Kino. Roadwork slowing at Palo Verde and Irvington. 49 the overnight low, 80 sunny skies tomorrow and 79 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. Life doesn't wait, and neither should you. Aleve can help you deal with pain less throughout your day. With just one pill, Aleve lasts up to 12 hours. Don't let those aches and pains hold you back from doing what's important to you. Use as directed.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290, 520-848-1290 is the number to get in on the program. Coming to you live from the Davis Center here on campus, the athletic complex at the University of Arizona, as we get you set for today's ceremony. The celebration of Arizona's national champion triathlon team. The ladies this year had to go up and win it in enemy territory as they knocked off the Arizona State Sun Devils on their own turf. Now, if you're remembering, Arizona State was the dominant force in this sport, which is only about less than 10 years old. They had won, I believe it was like 6 national championships in a row before the latest Wildcat run, which has allowed them to win the last 2 over the Sun Devils, and never easy to go up and win it on your opponent's home turf, but that's exactly what they did. Kelly Wetland, the individual national champion this past fall. This all happened, obviously, back during the fall semester in early November when the Wildcats went up there and took the national championship. Arizona had placed 4 young ladies in the top, 5 in the top 10. Kelly Wetland won the tournament, the event on the individual side. Margareta Vrablova finished second, just behind Kelly Wetland. Then you had Ellison Wolf, who took 7th. Mia Wency was 8th, and Ruth Party finished 10th. Wildcats also got solid performances from Sarah Crociani, who took 16th, and then Molly Lakustiak, who we've had on the show a number of times as well, finished 18th overall, just about a little over 2 minutes off the pace. So another just tremendous performance by this program to win the national championship for a second consecutive year. We've had head coach Wes Johnson on the show a number of times, and J-Dub it's incredible what he has been able to build
Yeah.
here in such a short period of time.
I remember you interviewed him before, like I think within a month of him being hired, and just him laying out what it is that his plans were. And
Right.
it's so fascinating, DK, because how much coach speak do we hear? We just heard the Cardinals' new
Right.
head coach say all the same things. I just want to have an ownership group that wants to win. We hear coach speak so often, but to see that change around, well, not change around because it was a new program, but
Yeah.
to see him be able to build this program and to be two-time national champions in his first 2 years, it's hard to even imagine, honestly, how fast that turnaround. And you have to give all the credit to the athletes. I mean, clearly they're very bought in. That's not, triathlon is the disciplines involved, DK. It's really about fighting yourself. We've talked about this on the show before. I've done a lot of running and a lot of biking in my life as well. In order to get to that level where you can compete at the national level, I mean, it's just so many of the athletes pushing each other to be able to beat their top times and have it all come together for back-to-back national championships in just a 2-year period is just I can't even put it into words, DK. It's outrageous.
It is. It really is. And it's just been fun to because we weren't sure. We had heard talk for years that there was going to be a program addition here at the University of Arizona, and we didn't really know what that was going to entail. I know triathlon was not on my list of sports to be added. I kind of pushed for women's water polo to be potentially one of those sports that they were looking at. I didn't think they would go on the ice hockey route as a women's sport.
Yeah,
but
not skiing or crew. There's a lot you can check off the list.
Exactly. Exactly. But I was almost for certain that water polo would be potentially one of those sports. Triathlon never really came on the radar, and then they announced it, and I remember being quite shocked when they announced triathlon, but it has quickly become, and it makes a ton of sense, J-Dub, because of what we talked about in segment number one, the tremendous day that we're dealing with here in Southern Arizona. This is a haven for outdoor athletes.
Yeah.
When you're talking about bicyclists, all the great, some of the great bikers in our nation train here for their races.
Watched it every single year. So you may have heard of a guy named Lance Armstrong.
Yeah.
He wrote for the Postal team. And that team, DK, trained up and down Mount Lemmon in the colder months of the year because of the elevation training, getting ready for the Alps, getting ready for France. And so we used to see them every single year for a 5-year period around the northeast side of town. They were always out here. So, yeah, I mean, when you talk about the mountains, swimming might be a little bit more difficult in open water. Not a lot of lakes. That's the one sacrifice. But as far as weather, to be able to get on a bike, to be able to do run training, to be able to do any kind of elevation training, I mean, it's an ideal spot, what with the mountains and just the beautiful weather year-round.
And obviously they deal, it's interesting the way that this works. When they had the event down here, it was a pool event in terms of the swimming, like you mentioned, but yet when they had the event for the national championships, it was outdoor swimming in terms of Tempe Town Lake. I don't know if and that's not essentially a true lake, but it's about as close to a lake as you're going to find.
But you'll find more wind,
here.
wind-affected waves out in a body of water like that.
Exactly.
I mean, the Ironman is the most famous. I remember watching that on TV way back in the 80s even, where they obviously swim out in the ocean, and you can really be affected by the waves.
Yeah.
That's certainly an element. I know that the current format of college triathlon is much shorter distances, obviously, and they do them one by one. But if you don't have a big lake, DK, in downtown Tucson, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
You put them in the pool.
520-848-1290 is our number. Some fans have begun to show up here. We have a couple that's here across the way, so that's always good to hear. You can communicate with our show on the text groove at 520-848-1290. You can also call the show. We were talking yesterday just obviously a lot about the Arizona State game, and I didn't get to this one text towards the end of our show, but I wanted to shout out Connie from Tucson. Connie from Tucson has become a regular texter of late, and she says, toss the Hurley pie. The best thing that I witnessed on Saturday was our Cats achieving program history versus ASU and Squirrely Hurley. Oh, the irony. Thanks, guys. It's always great to beat Squirrely Hurley. Oh, we appreciate that. Obviously, hearing from you, Connie, and your thoughts on your Arizona Wildcats.
It's tough for me because, as I've said many times, like I'm about 4 or 5 years younger than Coach Bobby Hurley, and I watched him in college. I was 13, 14 I was on my team in school watching Bobby Hurley play McHale Center.
Yeah.
There are few players I've rooted so hard against as I did because he was so good, and the Duke Blue Devils during that era were so good. I've always rooted against Coach Hurley in his time at the school up north, of course, because we're all Arizona guys.
Yeah.
However, I agree with Coach Lloyd. There's a little bit of empathy with what he's dealing with to a certain degree. I don't want him to have success in Tempe, but I wish Coach Hurley nothing but the best after he leaves there, if that makes sense. I don't – well, I mean, as Kelvin always says, you'd like to see ASU win 20, 25 games so that they're a challenge to other teams in the conference. You just want to make sure you beat them twice a year, or that the Arizona Wildcats beat them twice a year. But, yeah, I mean, the writing's on the wall, DK. I mean, after that speech we heard him give, that post-game 3 weeks ago, it doesn't seem like it's all fun and games up there right now at the moment.
And the other cool thing about these events when they have them here at the University of Arizona is it is a department-wide event. I mean, you'll see coaches, you'll see athletes from a lot of the other teams that are going to be out here. We see members of the Arizona women's basketball coaching staff have arrived. It's great to see the just department-wide support. In fact, I think last year, we'll see if they do it this year, J-Dub, they basically, and they do this a lot when the teams leave to go on trips, big-time trips, whether it's tournament trips or something of that nature, they'll just create a little walk tunnel, kind of like their own mini Wildcat walk, just the department folks, and the team will walk through. So the national champions last year came out of McHale, walked through the departmental tunnel over here to the event. So great to see women's basketball out here early. I see a Chol Magada over there, Julie Haregrove, assistant coach, the granddaughter of Lute Olson is over there. It's again, it's just it points to the legacy here at the University of Arizona in this athletic department.
Me, DK, it starts from the top, and with Coach Olson and Coach Candrea, Coach Harvey, so many great, long-lasting coaches here, they always, from the top down, had that family-first atmosphere. Always give support to the other programs around campus. Always show out for each other when there's an event like this. So it just feels to me like a continuation of that Arizona Wildcat family, and so many of the coaches and athletes are ready and willing to support the other athletic programs on campus whenever the opportunity.
So I said I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny last week when we were out at golf, and I said to Jim Anderson, "You're the longest tenured head coach now, because you're so used to having these coaches that were around for 25, 30 years." Yeah. Like you mentioned, Mike Candrea, Fred Harvey, Rick LaRose when he was here, Dave Rubio on the volleyball side, and now it's where we're turning over into a younger generation of head coach here at this university, and Jim now at 14 years in his 14th season is the longest standing in that realm, and hopefully hopefully we get to see Jim
many more
here for another 14 years, and someday he'll be that 30-year boss that we're all talking about and celebrating. As well. We are at the Davis Center. Brian Jeffries has arrived on the scene. We're going to get another break in here, come back because we're getting closer to the ceremony time. It's the celebration of the Arizona Wildcats national champion triathlon team, back-to-back national champions. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Okay, guys, no one likes to think about it, but if you provide for your family, you have to get life insurance. If something happens to you, who pays the mortgage, tuition, and other bills? Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance online in as little as 10 minutes. With no medical exam and just a few health questions, with Ethos, you could get up to $3 million in coverage. Some plans as low as $2 a day, billed monthly. Get your free quote today at ethos.com/Jim. ETHOS.com/Jim.
Navy Federal Credit Union can help you dominate debt with the Platinum Card. Transfer your credit card balance to the Platinum Card within your first 60 days and get a 0% intro APR for 12 months. Our members could save thousands of dollars over the promo period. Visit NavyFederal.org/platinum. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. After the intro rate expires, variable APRs are 10.24% to 18% based on creditworthiness. Rates are subject to change. ATM fees for cash advances are up to $1 at non-Navy Federal ATMs. Offer ends 3/31/2026.
The most beautiful time of year is upon us. Tax season. And Tax Slayer is here to help you file. we guarantee 100% accuracy and your maximum refund. Those are some good numbers. And you can trust me, because I'm a talking calculator. Did I mention TaxSlayer even has support from real US-based humans? If you have any questions along the way, beat the rush and start for free today. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. And now, during our President's Day sale, take 50%
Nobody
off.
covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the Sports Tip. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Doing a lot of around-the-house work. New tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
stripping?
I took
You're
out the
stripping?
linoleum. I stripped out the
Am
linoleum.
I not paying you enough money that you got to strip for a living? DK on the Sports Tip, Monday through Fridays at 3, right here on Wildcats Radio, 1290.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe? No-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m.? Big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas? The ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G-Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk. Real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
Do you disregard people's personal space? Sitting next to people in public, even if there are tons of open seats? Do people ask, how do you sleep at night? Then you should get a mattress from Mattress Firm. They can help anyone sleep. Mattress Firm's 72-hour sale is happening now. Save up to 72% off on top brands, with queens starting at $149.99. Get matched at Mattress Firm. Sleep at night. Restrictions apply. See store or mattressfirm.com for details.
When I found out my son was smoking weed, I thought it was just part of adolescence.
But then I found out how powerful weed is now.
When teens use vapes or dabs, the potency can be...
The Davis Center, it is starting to get crowded up. Let's give you a shot of what is happening out here. My cameras are not in sync today. They see one, as soon as I turn one on, the other one seems to go out. So let's see, there we go. We always get a little bit of a shaded view over here, but you can kind of see a little bit about what's happening here as the crowd begins to arrive. The program is going to be in a shaded area. We'll try to give you some camera version of that if we can, but it'll be a little bit dark over on that
crowd,
side.
But what I'm seeing is all Tucson celebrities. Like the celebrities have arrived.
It is. It is definitely a group of Tucson celebrities for sure. All right, let's right now. It's time now for our Westwood One Sports top play of the day. I think we've got a basketball play for the people, so let's give that to them.
I'm Pat Boyle, here to help you beat the books with what's new on sports. Nuggets square off with the Pistons in Detroit, and we're getting the greatest player on the planet at a discount value right now. Nikola Jokic is still working his way back from the knee injury, so his minutes have been restricted. That being said, the Nuggets have a back-to-back these next 2 days. I think it's likely Jokic plays close to 35 minutes and then is out tomorrow. So I'll take the over on his points plus rebounds plus assists for this game. He's also Nikola Jokic, so he's very capable of lighting it up anyway. I'm Pat Boyle. Bet smarter, beat the books. Download the BetMGM app today.
All right, so how about that? You got Nikola Jokic tonight for the Nuggets. Points, rebounds, and assist totals for Nikola Jokic. So let me pull down and tell you exactly what that is tonight for him. All right, I'm on the wrong game there. I'm on the Pistons and the Nuggets. Let me get back to the correct game. I don't think he's on the trade block, though. He's not one of the guys on the trade block, I wouldn't think, J-Dub.
Here's the thing. I would say the same except for Luka Doncic got traded last year, right? So, anything goes. Yeah, Joker's one of the most untouchable players. You build your entire franchise around what he can do. The greatest in the history of the NBA. I know he was out for a couple of, maybe a month, DK. I was looking at his first 2 games back. The minutes aren't great, little minute restriction, but his usual self. He's shooting 70% from the field in his first 2 games back, normal rebound assist numbers. So, yeah, I don't know how you bet against Nikola Jokic's over those numbers.
And just as that, the win came and blew the set down here. All right, so it's 42.5 is the number there. They've been telling us whatever they tell us to do. We've been doing the opposite.
42.5 assists, rebounds, and points.
Yes, points.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Last night he had 48. 31 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists.
And it's a back-to-back. All right, I'm going to take the under on that. I'm going to take the under. All right, let's get another break in, come back. We're at the Davis Center here for the Triathlon National Championship celebration. We've got pom-poms. Woohoo! U of A. U of A. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and weather together. Ajo and Kinney and Ajo Highway. Collision reported. Also some slowdowns at Ajo and Mission westbound and southbound slowing. Also some pretty heavy backups for Broadway Boulevard eastbound as you approach 6th Avenue. And for your weather, 49 the overnight low, 80 sunny skies tomorrow, and 79 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
So I was on eBay because I'm absolutely obsessed
with this rare hologram trading card. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. eBay had it. They even had
the perfect parts that fit my car.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay.
There's a Visa credit card out there that gets you $300 cash
Nobody
back.
covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org.
Now they have a place of their own.
I love it. A whole scratch and dent studio right next to Tucson Appliance.
They don't look like scratch and dent.
But it shows in the low, low prices.
Tucson Appliance Scratch and Dent Studio. Proud local supporters of the Southern Arizona Heartball. Only at Tucson Appliance, where you are a priority.
They say time flies like a sparrow.
And fruit flies like a banana.
We're off to a great start.
If you two don't mind, I'd like to tell our customers about something they won't do in 2026.
I'm not doing a lot of things.
Like changing your socks.
Guys, I'm talking about no payments or interest for a full year on a new system.
Oh, people are going to like that.
You should tell them.
As I was saying, Alaskan AC can install a brand new heating and air system and have no payments or interest for a year.
365 days.
12 months.
You'll get all the comfort and you won't write a check for a whole year.
Ha! Ron still writes checks.
He's so old, the first picture of him was an oil painting.
You guys having fun?
I never have fun.
I'm having a little fun.
This is big. With approved credit, get a spanking new furnace and AC system. No payments or interest for a year.
Spanking new?
Ron talks old-timey.
Schedule your appointment today, whenever you want, online at AlaskanAC.com.
You know what John told me? He said,
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
Presented by Robinhood, your money, your move. Seahawks offensive coordinator Clint Kubiak will become the next head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. Last night, he said that he's all in on prep for the Super Bowl. But you have to wonder about the focus.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with a Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
520-848-1290. We're coming to you live from the Davis Center, where we are getting set for the celebration here of the Arizona Wildcats triathlon team. We've got the local television stations here. I see Damian Alameda out there filming some of the Wildcat contingent here. They've got the tunnel set up. They're just waiting for the team's arrival. We're going to get our last break of this hour in right here so we can be ready to go when the team arrives. Brian Jeffries here to MC the ceremony here. Back-to-back national champion Arizona Triathlon team. I'm David Kelly. JW Madness here. We've got Dragon Ball back in studio. We'll be hearing from the head coach, Wes Johnson, and the players straight ahead. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Discover luxury at BMW of Tucson, your premier BMW dealership. Explore our extensive inventory, lease specials, and state-of-the-art service. Visit us at the Tucson Auto Mall or at bmwoftucson.com today.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and weather together. Ajo and Kinney and Ajo Highway. Collision reported. Also some slowdowns at Ajo and Mission westbound and southbound slowing. Also some pretty heavy backups for Broadway Boulevard eastbound as you approach 6th Avenue. And for your weather, 49 the overnight low, 80 sunny skies tomorrow, and 79 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 traffic and weather together.
This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu. All your breakfast favorites like pancakes, eggs, bacon, or French toast are just $6 every day. Get a big, filling sit-down breakfast for only $6. Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP.
Hey, man. It's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start February 11th. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes while giving you a head start on 2026. Earn up to 90 credits toward a bachelor's for prior learning and experience, or transfer up to 12 credits toward a master's. Learn more at umgc.edu.
David, you should be able to get off 5 of this
in Virginia by Chev.
My name is Whitney Allen.
Yeah, we've only got 2 minutes here
My
left.
husband Ryan died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Here at Boot Barn, our objective is to build the perfect boot. We do take our time ensuring that every step is done correctly. For a boot to last you for a lifetime, you've got to properly build the boots. Hand craftsmanship is, in my opinion, the only way you're going to achieve that. We handcraft our boots. 160 people take a boot from start to finish. We have skilled artisans at every stage of the game. We've been handcrafting boots since the beginning here at Boot Barn, and we'll continue to do so.
Tobacco Barn presents the continuing saga of Captain Tobacco.
We're here at a local Tucson tobacco store where evil high tobacco prices have gone up yet again.
Look! Up in the sky!
I'm Captain Tobacco, here to fight evil high tobacco prices.
My hero!
Remember, citizens, save up to 40% on your favorite tobacco products at Tobacco Barn.
Look at those muscles!
Stand back while I hang 5 on these evil high prices.
It's Tucson's only place to save up to 40% on all your favorite tobacco products. You'll pay no cent of your state sales tax because they're on the reservation. And save up to another $3 off with a coupon at tobaccobarntucson.com.
He did it!
That's why I'm Captain Tobacco, fighting high tobacco prices everywhere.
Hooray! My hero!
Tobacco Barn, Nogales Highway, just south of Valencia. Check tobaccobarntucson.com.
Tell them Captain Tobacco sent you.
Oh, brother.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus media station. Tuned to DK on the Sports Step weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at iccu.com.
DK on the Sports Tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're coming to you live from the Davis Center here on campus. It is the celebration of the Arizona National Champion Triathlon team. We are still awaiting the ladies and head coach Wes Johnson to arrive. They've got the celebration tunnel all set up. You can hear the Pride of Arizona performing in the background, and we will have the ceremony scheduled to get going here very shortly. It should run about 45 minutes or so. We'll carry it in its entirety, and then we'll have interviews afterwards. We're scheduled to be joined by the Ken Coit, Director of Athletics. Desiree Reed-Francois is scheduled to join us. We'll also hear from Margareta Vrablova, I understand, will join us as well from the triathlon team. Maybe one or two more as well. We'll take you right up to 5:30, and then it's the Pro Bowl games that you'll hear right here on Wildcats Radio 1290. JW Madden went out and got us some pom-poms.
I did. I wanted to be celebratory.
Yeah,
DK.
look at that. We got
not just observers, but we're participating.
We are here. So if you're watching on our video stream, we've got our pom-poms here as well. This so we will, again, I don't know how great a shot we'll have for our video of this if you're watching on our YouTube channel, Wildcats Radio 1290, and or if you're watching on the app. But they are streaming this as well with a much more fancy camera than we have on the Wildcats Arizona Athletics YouTube channel, so you can watch it over there as well once this ceremony does get going. If you had a chance to interact with any of these athletes, I'd love to hear from you as well. Send us a text right now to 520-848-1290 if you had a chance to interact with any of the student athletes on this triathlon team. I mentioned that we've had quite a few of them on the show over the course of the last few years. We've had a chance to interview Kelly Wetland on the show, Ruth Party from South Dakota. She has been on the DK on the Sports Tip as well. I think we had Ellison Wolf on earlier this year at the beginning of the school year. She's a sophomore, so she just completed her second season here with the program. And, of course, Kelly Wetland was the national champion on the individual side.
Undefeated, right?
Yeah, undefeated, yeah. She did not lose a meet the entire season. So it'll be interesting to kind of just watch the trajectory of the careers of some of these young ladies and as they start to compete internationally in triathlon and to see where that takes them. Very international lineup that they bring in here that Wes has brought in here. The athletes reigning from countries like Italy and Argentina, Canada, number of Canadian women on the roster, Czech Republic, South Africa, Slovakia. I mean, just a very large dynamic of international students to go along with your American students that have been a part of this program over the course of its existence and the last 2 years of it being a national champion. This was just the third year of this program.
Yeah.
First year was 2023 when we got going over here. Our first full year as the program director and afternoon host here at the University of Arizona was the first year of this program. And in year 2 and year 3, they've been able to win national championships. It's been something to watch. Dragon Ball is back in studio. Dragon Ball, have you ever swum, bike, and run at the same time?
I know he hasn't biked.
Yeah, biking, no. I did a lot of like swimming and running and stuff like that, but usually it's in the same instance. So what'll happen is like whenever I needed to get a little bit of a workout in, I would sometimes go to the pool and then I would elect to go ahead and like run in the shallow end and just try to work against the resistance of the water. So I'd get a jog and a swim in at the same time to kind of kill two birds with one stone kind of mentality.
Memory serves, DK isn't a swimmer. You're not a biker, and Cricket never learned how to run. So like I'm the only one who does all three of them.
Only one who does all three of them, yeah.
Yeah, no.
You're the ringer.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Swimming would not be my thing. I would drown for sure. Not trying to make that happen at this late in life either. All right, so Brian Jeffries is on the move, so I think that might mean that we're about getting ready to start this thing.
We always take our cues from Mr.
Exactly,
Jeffries.
Mr. Jeffries.
Yes.
Mr. Jeffries, he usually is the point man on these events, so that is for sure. You'll hear him, the Tommy Lloyd Radio Show, this week, Thursday, back over at the Union Public House. Tonight will be the Becky Burke Radio Show here on campus. So how about that? Come on out to this event. It has not started yet. They're running a little bit behind schedule. Maybe Wes was giving them a pep talk.
Pep talk for the celebration. Sure.
But you can come out here if you're in the area. View this ceremony. They're gonna. I think last year they did. Oh yeah, they've got the flag draped over here in black, so they'll unveil. They had a little trouble, if you remember last year. They had a little trouble getting that curtain off of the flag there and to unveil the next banner. But they'll undo the banner, and then you can head on over to the Sands Club for the Becky Burke Radio Show at 5:30, which you'll hear with Derek Palmer over on Freedom 1400. So there you go. I mean, it's a great, just a lot of things you can be a part of in terms of your Arizona athletics tonight on campus. And then come back tomorrow night as Becky Burke and her team will look to end their losing streak against Kansas State here at McHale Center. That'll be a 6 o'clock tip-off with Derek Palmer. Wildcats had over 7,800 fans on Sunday.
So great.
For their game
on a 5-game losing
Oklahoma
streak,
State.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Right.
5-game losing streak, DK, over 7,000 fans. How many programs in America
Yeah.
can say that?
Not too many. Not too many. That's for sure. And then again, it's not that they're playing bad basketball. They're a little bit maybe understaffed. They're playing without their leading scorer. They've had some other injuries they've been dealing with. Tanya Welch, who had really kind of become a primary player, has been dealing with a little bit of an ankle injury as well. So they've got some injuries at this point in the season that have kind of slowed them. Some other players, though, like Samaya Sugapong, have stepped up, and we've seen Cameron Kitchen, who has also become a little bit of an offensive performer in that lineup. It's given others a chance to come in and play, who, again, are going to be here. Some of the players that you're going to see next year and the year after have had a chance to really get some minutes of late for that women's basketball team.
Coach Burke's here to build culture. Clearly, like when the short turnaround and the cupboard's bare and you have to basically refill the entire roster, obviously the fans are going to root full-throated for them to win every game this season. And I think it's also important to understand that building that culture of what Coach Burke is trying to create here with this program will take time. It's not going to be one recruiting cycle. And also, it helps to have older athletes, DK, to explain what that culture means, what's expected of you day in, day out when you get to campus from juniors and seniors who have been in the program for a couple of years. So because this is Coach Burke's first season, sometimes it takes a little time to develop that, but there's no doubt that she has the program turned in the right direction.
I guess we do have a little bit of breaking news today as a result to Arizona athletics. Not anything that we weren't expecting, but apparently Tommy Lloyd did make it official on a Big 12 podcast today that Bryce James is going to be redshirting this 2025-26 season for the men's basketball program. Very much expected. Obviously, Bryce had not played in any games this year, and at this point, there was not going to be any reason, unless you had mass injuries, to burn his redshirt years. So no shock there, guys, that Bryce James going to take a redshirt year in his first season with the Arizona Wildcats.
No, I wasn't surprised when he sat out the first few games of the season. I'm not surprised to hear this news now. I know a lot of people within the Arizona men's basketball program's vicinity, DK, thought that, LeBron's son's come in. Obviously, he's going to be great. Unfortunately, like the reality is that there's so many players on this year's roster that fit the same description that he would bring, and he's just a little behind. I mean, I think he started his senior year at Sierra Canyon. But, yeah, not a big surprise to hear that news today, DK.
Is heading down Aints Drive now. Just a few minutes. Make some noise. Coming soon. National champions.
All right, so the national champions are on their way to their celebration. Looking forward to that right now. You can hear the U of A chant in the background. They'll come through. The tunnel's going to come right through where we are, so we'll have a great opportunity to see them as they are paraded in here for their celebration. Going to be a whole lot of fun. For sure here. Looking forward to hearing from head coach Wes Johnson and the ladies. This is still not an official, quote, NCAA level sport. This is obviously a lot of colleges have it, but not enough have a women's triathlon at this point for it to be an NCAA level sport in terms of recognition and in terms of Directors' Cup points and that type of thing. Okay, we've got, they're coming on and well, at least I see Wilma inside the Tucson Fire Department truck there that's coming up. So Wilma got to ride in that, and they're coming up in, looks like golf carts. So here they come, ladies and gentlemen, the women's triathlon team here at the University of Arizona. Maybe that's what. Maybe it took a little longer for the police, the fire truck.
Right. They were just waiting for their escort.
Their escort, exactly. Pride of Arizona playing Bear Down, Arizona in the distance. Palms here as well. So great to have the turnout from the Pride of Arizona here as well for this event here today. All right, now they're getting off and they're meeting some of their classmates there at the beginning of the line, the celebration line, and we'll see them begin to come through here very shortly. A lot of high fives being taken. I see some of the football players now arriving here for this event. And here they come. You can see them right there if you're, see if we can get that shot for you here real quick. Yay!
Welcome, fans. One more time, your 2025 National Champion Triathlon Team.
There they go. There are the ladies coming through here for their celebration on campus. Two-time national champion Arizona Wildcats will be sending in, and Wilbur too. There's Wilbur. Wilbur's always in on the action here at the University of Arizona. It wouldn't be an event without him, for sure. There he is. Hey, Wilbur. Wilbur, mug for the camera there, Wilbur. Mug for the camera. There you go. All right. Wilbur's here, so I think we can officially begin now. Wes Johnson, ladies all sitting in the front row here. Crowd starting to gather back around here towards the front of the stage. Did those weights, did our weights get utilized over there, J-Dub? Because we caught a
They
gust of
have
wind.
So they have about 100-pounder weights behind Brian Jeffries. The wind picked up and blew over the pretty shield behind them that has the Arizona logos on it, and I put our 25 pounds worth of weights on.
Okay,
so very minimal amount to help, but hopefully it's just what they need to keep that thing down.
A minimal amount is a good help there, though.
I told him, I'm like, we got extra weights in the car. It's 20 feet away. What am I not going to offer when something's about to fall down on the voice of the Wildcats?
President Suresh Garamella is in the house here. He has, since arriving here, been a very large supporter of the University of Arizona and the athletics departments here. He's at a lot of the events.
Don't be afraid. Gather around. We got some chairs. We have plenty of space down here by the DSC. Come on in. Fill the gaps.
It is the top of the hour, so let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds here for station identification. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
KCUB Tucson, a Cumulus Media Station. The Wildcats Radio 1290 studios are brought to you by ICCU at ICCU.com. We are your home for Arizona athletics. This is Wildcats Radio 1290.
Danny Gonzalez here, ladies and gentlemen. It is DK on the sports tip, getting set for the national championship celebration here for your University of Arizona triathlon team. The ladies have arrived. I mentioned the president of the university is here. I'm David Kelly. J.W. Madden joining me on site here. Dragon Ball back in studio. Second time we've had a chance to be out here for this celebration, and it is an absolutely gorgeous afternoon for this. Could not have asked for a better day to have this ceremony here on campus. Nothing better than celebrating a national champion. And lately, it has been the ladies. Triathlon, winning back-to-back. Golf, winning, I believe that was 2016, maybe? It seems just like that was yesterday. That golf won, the women's golf under alum and former head coach Laura Ianello won their national championship. Now we got to get back to winning a national championship, too, on the men's side in something.
College World Series. We're on the cusp, right?
There you go.
That was last year.
Yeah. Baseball got to the Elite Eight of their sport. Softball has been back to the World Series a number of times in recent years after coming up short in a number of Elite Eights throughout the 2010s, finally getting back towards the end of Mike Candrea's final year that Mike Candrea was the head coach here, and have also made one appearance since Caitlin Lowe took over the program.
I think Wilma liked that ride in the fire truck.
You think?
Yeah. She looks very excited.
All right, Brian Jeffries is there, and we'll head up to the podium.
Welcome to campus, and most of all, welcome to National Championship Drive, right out here. All right. The banners you see lining the street, of course, are honoring great U of A teams, and today we have the privilege of inducting another team into National Championship Drive and the National Championship, the 2025 Arizona Triathlon team. All right, what a season. Congratulations again. What a day we have for you here today. You know, success in athletics does not come easy. It takes hard work, it takes teamwork. Two pillars are symbols of U of A athletics. I was talking to Tommy Lloyd not too long ago. Before they were number one, this was early in the season, and he had a quote that has stuck with me. Winning is in our DNA, but you never take that for granted. Well, that same can be said about what Wes Johnson has done with the triathlon team here in the last 2 years. Back-to-back national championships, a testament to their hard work and their teamwork. We're honored to have several special guests with us here today to celebrate the 2025 National Championship. I'd like to, first of all, welcome the president of the University of Arizona, Dr. Suresh Garamella.
Thank you so much, and welcome everyone. I'm so glad we're having it outdoors. What a beautiful day this is, and even the day is celebrating you guys. So thank you all for coming to recognize the second national championship by our amazing team. You know, any one of those sports is hard enough, you know, biking a bit or swimming or running. These guys do them all. I don't know how you do it. I mean, don't you feel tired after the first bit? I don't get it. But thank you for coming. Coach Wes Johnson, it really takes so much effort, and it's your second year and you got 2 national championships. It's very hard to live down this record, you know. It means that every year we'll look to you for a championship, and so let's do that third one and the fourth one and run out of space in the Hall of Fame there. But to you and your coaching staff, congratulations. Thank you for the great work you've done, Desiree. The way you run athletics with integrity, with passion, and while keeping, you know, the academics front and center. This team has a lot going for it. So, Coach, the fact that you got the Coaches Alliance Coach of the Year thing, I mean, who else would they give it to? Come on. So, congratulations on that, first of all. And Kelly, you got the individual national championship. That's amazing. You know, getting a team thing is one thing, but the individual championship. So this team not only excels at the sport, we got people, you know, we've got one of the team members who's a caterer and does a great job with that. Their GPA is so high, they really put the meaning in this student-athlete thing, right? They're students first, athletes next, and that's the best part of athletes at the University of Arizona. I'm proud that across athletics, our students do so well academically. Of course, Kelly wants to outperform everybody else. So not only is she the national individual champion, she has a 4.0 GPA. All right, Kelly. I thought I was a good student. I'm not so sure with these kinds of things. So it's just wonderful to recognize you folks. It shows that the U of A has, such great things to celebrate on the academic side and the athletic side. So I know there's, our donors, our supporters here. Thank you for everything you do to support this great team. And guys, all I can say is we'll be waiting for next year's championship. So thanks very much. Bear down and go Cats. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Dr. Garamello. Next, we'd like to welcome Jackie Ortiz, Policy Advisor to the Tucson Mayor. Our mayor, of course, Regina Romero, a U of A graduate. And Jackie has a very special presentation. Jackie Ortiz.
Good afternoon, everyone. Wow, this is so amazing. I'm here to read out a proclamation from the mayor's office. I'm here on her behalf, and I'm really excited to be here because being born and raised in Tucson, you're a Wildcat at heart. So bear down, everyone. This is quite a long proclamation, so please bear with me. Whereas the top-ranked University of Arizona triathlon team secured its second consecutive national championship by posting 927 points at the 2025 Women's Collegiate National Championship on November 8th, 2025 to defeat Arizona State, TCU, and 34 other teams. And whereas the members of 2025 University of Arizona Triathlon team are Sarah Crociani, Sofia de Rosas, Jenna Johuli, Molly Lakustiak, Ruth Party, Dana Petroklovia, Margareta Brabalova, Mia Venci, Ellison Wolf, Kelly Wetland, and please correct me on that name pronunciation. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Did I get any name wrong? Okay, I'll take it. I'm so sorry. Whereas the 2025 Women's Collegiate National Champions were coached by Wes Johnson, Jocelyn Bonney, and Elliot Shemansky, with support from Cody Hendrickson, Jesse Johnson, Elko Dominguez, Ellie McWard, Katie Vick, Dayanara Munoz, and Corey Reich. And whereas the Wildcats won 4 of the 5 events that they competed in during the 25 season, hosted the program's first ever home race on the University of Arizona campus, and achieved a team GPA of 3.668 in the fall 2025 semester. And whereas the national championship is the 24th team national championship in the history of the University of Arizona Department of Athletics, and whereas the team joins softball and synchronized swimming as the only programs in the University of Arizona Department of Athletics history to win consecutive national championships, and whereas head coach Wes Johnson was named CTCA Coach of the Year, Kelly Wetland was the individual national champion, the first in program history, and was named All-American along with Margarita and Ellison. Now therefore, I, behalf on Regina Romero, Mayor of the City of Tucson, on behalf of the entire City Council, do hereby proclaim our recognition of the distinguished record and accomplishment of the 2025 University of Arizona Wildcats Women's Collegiate Triathlon National Champions. This is such a historic day, an historic moment. Congratulations. You guys are incredible. I know the City of Tucson and the University of Arizona has many partnerships and programs with economic development, but you guys, as a team, has secured Tucson as the destination for women's sports. Your academic and athletic accomplishments are just a testament to how powerful and strong Wildcats are. So thank you so much for all that you guys have done as students, as athletes, and as Tucsonans. You guys have made Tucson very proud. Bear down.
Thank you, Jackie. When Desiree Reed-Francois talks about Wildcats, of course, and the athletics, she always puts the students first, right at the top of the list. And that's the reason we're here to celebrate today, these great student athletes and their great accomplishments. So please welcome the R. Ken Coit Director of Athletics at the University of Arizona, Desiree Reed-Francois.
Well, proud does not begin to express how much we are just so proud of you all. Not only are you incredible students, not only are you two-time national champions in 2 years of having the program, but you're also just incredible leaders and incredible humans. I've had the privilege of spending time with each and every one of you, and every time I walk away, like Kelly came and visited me in my office this morning, or this afternoon, and every time I walk away from a conversation with each of you, I leave inspired. You are the reason why we do what we do. Thank you for the way that you represent this incredible university. We are so proud of you. And we have several honored guests. Thank you. And you guys, look around. Look how many people are supporting you. How many people that you inspire every day. You know what I love also is seeing the young ladies and seeing the little children that when they meet you and their eyes just get so bright and so wide, and you paint a picture of what they can be. They can be incredible champions on the court or on the field, in the pool, on the race course, when you're riding your bike, in the classroom, and then just as leaders in the community. So thank you for really painting a picture and providing context for a dream that a young lady can have. You inspire me, and I know you inspire thousands of others. So, Kelly Wetland, I really could go on and on about you, but I also know you, and I know how uncomfortable that makes you, because you would rather talk about your team, because that's what kind of leaders you are. Am I right about that, Kelly? Yes. And so today, when Kelly came by my office, I said, okay, do I call Margareta? Do I say Margareta or do I say Marge? And we had a whole debate about this. So, Margareta, do we like Marge or Margareta? Marge. Okay, Marge. All right. Yes, you know what? You're a great student. You finished second at nationals, your second straight top 3 finish. And it's amazing. Well done. We had 5 triathletes in the top 10. All seven of the team placed in the top 20. That's incredible, ladies. You know, I see a lot of our staff members out here, and I see Cody, who was so dedicated to making sure that you all had an incredible day and an incredible season. I saw Orville back there. I see some of our facilities staff. I see your incredible trainer in Jesse. And, you know, yes, exactly. And what I know about this team is that you guys would not want to talk about you all. You'd want to talk about all the support people that pour into you. So I'm sure we're going to talk more about that. But to all the support staff that have cared so much about this team, a sincere thank you. Thank you for pouring your heart and soul into these young ladies and making their experience a championship experience. All right. We have All-American honors, Kelly Wetland, Marge Vroblova, and Ellison Wolf, our caterer extraordinaire. And so let's give them a round of applause to our 3 All-Americans. And you know, without further ado, I am so excited to introduce Wes Johnson. You know, Wes Johnson, he spoke to our all-staff meeting this morning, and we were talking about just kind of those remarks and how inspiring he was. And we were talking about last year at this time. And we had a send-off for the all-staff meeting when they were going off to their first national championship. And he said, and I remember he talked about, why not me, why not us, why not now? And so why not you all? You set the standard. So thank you for the way that you lead our young people. You set the example for all of our staff members too, with the grace and the humility with which you operate. I know you'll talk about Jossie and your incredibly special assistant coach, so I'm going to hold my remarks. But when I think about a humble leader, I think about Jossie. So without further ado, let's introduce our 2-time national champion, Wes Johnson. Oh, you know, come on up. And I would be remiss too. We are so fortunate. You heard from our president, and we have an incredible leader. You've heard Coach Brennan talk about alignment. We've heard Coach Burke talk about alignment, both of whom are here today to support. We could not do what we do without the leadership of President Garamella. I am so blessed to have him as an incredible boss. He is supported by our incredible provost who truly cares. They both care about the student-athlete experience. So we have Provost Prelock with us. And then we also have our student regent, Felipe Garcia. Thank you, Felipe. We cannot do it without the Arizona Board of Regents, and that alignment is so special, and it starts with our Board of Regents and our incredible president and his support team. So thank you all for being here. Without that, Wes Johnson.
Wow, this feels good to be back here again 1 year later. Hearing all of them talk, made me a little emotional, and I don't get that way too often. So hopefully I can get through this fine. I want to introduce these amazing champions. If you could just stand up. Dancia from the Czech Republic. We have Ellison from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Sorry. We have Mia from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We have Jenna from also Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We have Ruth Party, also from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I don't know what they feed them there, but something special. We have Molly from Canada. We have Marge from Slovakia. We have Kelly from New Mexico. I'll come back to you. We have Sophie from Argentina. And a brand new freshman who arrived in January. We have Maria from Brazil. Yeah, it was an incredibly special day. It's when in our sport, when you show up and peak on that day, that is a really hard feat to do, when it all comes together at the right time. That is what we're focused on this time of year to allow us to peak on championship season. We're doing the things now to allow that to happen. So for that to happen is incredibly special, and it was a day that I'll never forget. As we move forward, yes, we do believe we can win again. However, our daily focus is on curiosity of what we're capable of. What is our human potential? Curiosity leads to just so much. The journey of becoming. Who are we becoming through this sport, and what we are truly capable of on this process, and the people we are becoming. There's a quote that I really like from Steve Magnus. He said, "The ones who stay true to their values build something that lasts. It's founded on something by deeper and more fulfilling. It's a longer game, but it's the only game worth playing." And we're playing that game. That is the game we are playing, the long term. We have an incredible psychologist that works with our team that has allowed us to reach higher potential of what we're capable of. And this year we've started a goal setting approach that he has, which is the 4-layer system. And that starts with the outcome, starts with the dreaming. We dream big. This group is dreaming of winning again. This group is dreaming of getting to the Olympics, future Olympic medalists, the highest of the dreams you could possibly dream. They are dreaming that. That's the number one layer of these goals. The second one are the targets, the performance goals, what allows us in training to get to that point. What are the small things we do in training? What are the times we need to hit? And then the third layer is the process goals. Our day-to-day, our sleep, our recovery, our self-care, our psychology, all the things that go into allowing us to be at our best every day. But the most important one, and that fourth layer, is our identity goal. Who we are becoming through this process. And that allows us to clarify and make more clear what we are doing, make more clear how we can accomplish those dreams, how we can accomplish those goals. Clarity precedes excellence. And that is what we're trying to do, is make things more and more clear as we go. That buy-in, that trust we have with each other. I would truly run through a wall for them. We know who we are. We know what we stand for. And we will work relentlessly towards being better tomorrow than we are today. And like Tommy Lloyd says often, we aren't owed anything. Just because we're number one does not mean we're owed anything. You know, we have to keep earning that. Every single day we have to keep earning that. I would be nothing, and this team would be nothing without the team behind the team behind the scenes. I'm blown away with what we have, the support we have. Jossie, our assistant coach, she's the backbone to it all, the spine behind what we do, and she loves so much about she loves these athletes so much and cares for them, and I bounce everything off of her, and I don't know how I do it without her. Jesse and Day, the fact that we can show up and peak on a day and everybody healthy, that is like unheard of. That is really, really hard to do, and that all credit goes to them. Strength training and the daily care for them. I already mentioned Corey, that's been huge for our team. Our student managers are absolutely incredible, just the behind the scenes things they do in a humble way, no ego needed. They blow me away every single day. Cody and Desiree from the top, they put the pieces in play for us to allow us to do what we do. To allow this event to happen today, there was a whole committee that arranged making this happen. And no one knows who those people are. Like they're willing to do these things without any recognition. It truly blows me away. There's so many more people I could name. Heather keeps us aligned with our budget. Andy keeps us on track with our academics. Drew and Lauren take care of us at the pool. I mean, there's like dozens more people I could mention. And when we talk about our identity and our why, for me, that comes back to my family, my wife, my kids. That is who I am, that because of them. And I love them, and I love this team. I love what I do. I would like to have our 3 All-Americans say a few things. We have Ella, who was 11th in her freshman year. 11th or 12th? I think 11th. And she was 7th this year, which earned her All-American status. We had Marge. I was going to say Margaret, but apparently she likes Marge. She was 3rd in her first year, which is incredible. She's a 2-time top 5 junior world championship athlete. And then she took 2nd this year. And Kelly was 2nd in her first 2 years ago, and 1st this year, national champion. The week after that race, they went to a World Cup. I went with them to Brazil. They both took top 10, which shows some of these goals where our team is leading towards the highest level in the world in this sport. And that is one of the goals of this team. So if you 3 want to come up and say a few words.
Okay, I'm going to start us off, guys. Hopefully I started us off well. But first off, I just wanted to say thank you so much for everyone who came and supported us today. Like, triathlon can be a really lonely sport. And I know where I came from, there weren't that many triathletes around. But having all the support and the community we have here in Arizona, it's just made all the difference. I came here for athletics, but the community that you guys have all created in supporting us has been truly special. So thank you so much for everyone. Like, if you're here, it means you care about us, and that's just really special. So thank you so much. And then I just wanted to talk a little bit on the highs and lows of the season, because when you go through a low period, you don't always realize that it shapes you more than if you go through a high period. And I think our team has really symbolized that this season. We've only been around for 3 years, and I've only been on the team for 2 years, but I can say without a doubt this season for me has been the hardest one yet. And speaking for other people, I know it's been really hard. We've had to fight for culture, fighting for keeping that culture that was created in the first year, and staying unified as a team. And then just going through the highs and lows of races. Careers are never linear. Wes talks about this all the time, is you go down, 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 so you can go up, up, up. And for me personally, this year I've had some of my worst races, but as I reflect on it, they've really shaped me into the athlete I am, into the athlete I am becoming. So just to tell a little story, a few of us went to Australia in October for the World Championships, which, if you don't know triathlon very well, it's like the pinnacle of our sport, except for the Olympics at the age we are at right now. But it's a very big race. And, I had high expectations, and I failed really bad. Like, it did not go well. And I was upset for a little bit, but then I was like really reflecting on it, and I was thinking, I learned so much more from failing than I would have if I had succeeded at the level that I wanted to. And it just goes to show that, when you have those down times and you have those down periods, you learn so much more than if you're always succeeding. So they're so important. And I know for our team, we've had those down times, but it's going to be foreshadowing into the future of what we've learned from that. And I just wanted to give a little shout out to Wes and Jossie. Wes talked a little bit about identity and who we're becoming. And I don't think you guys always get enough recognition. You get recognition for the coaches you are and the athletes you've made us to be, but you don't get recognition for the people you're turning us to be. I know at home, this makes me a little emotional, but I wasn't always, in the athletic standpoint, I was only seen as an athlete, but you guys see us as humans, and that means, even if we don't recognize it, that means so much to us, because, athletics is one little aspect of our life, but we're humans first, and you guys embracing that, has made all the difference, and I'm truly, truly thankful, and I know everyone on our team is truly, truly thankful for that, so thank you guys so much. Yeah. And then I just wanted to shout out all my amazing teammates. Coming onto this team, I've never felt supported by my teammates. I've never felt that feeling before. And just, everyone who is here, Kelly and Molly, the culture you guys have created for this team is amazing. So I thank you guys so much for that. And I just want you guys to all remember that, like Wes said, athletes are just one little part of our life, but you guys are so much more than that. And the people you are, I care, that matters. I don't care how you race or whatever, but I care about how amazing you guys are as people. And never forget that real queens always lift each other's crowns. So.
Hi everyone, thank you very much for coming here today. It means a lot, and our team had 2 very successful years, and we wouldn't be able to do this without all of your support, and we are very grateful for this. This, however, as Ella said, doesn't mean that everything went smoothly. I would say our team has had a fair share of struggle. For me personally, I believe I wouldn't be the first one to say, yeah, my freshman year was pretty rough. I came here injured then I managed to get back and had the privilege to be part of the 2024 national team, to which I contributed with the 3rd place. But unfortunately, after that, I struggled another setback. It was very hard for me, and I would be lying if I wouldn't say it was the greatest struggle of my life so far. However, I wasn't alone. I was very fortunate with all the amazing people closest to me who stand by my side. They held my hand and were slowly walking with me step by step. Thanks to their help and support, I was able to keep my belief and to be as consistent as I ever was. And I wasn't alone. Many of us in our team were struggling this and last year, but thanks to all the support of these amazing people around us and the belief we have in each other and that we have someone to lean on, this is one of the key values our team has been built on. A couple of days ago, as we were standing in a Hall of Champions where you'll be joining us shortly, and we were getting ready for this special day, I looked up at the ceiling and I saw one of the Wildcat Way banners. It said, "I am, I can, I will." I'm sure I wouldn't be talking just for myself or our team when I say we are all here, one team at the U of A. We can invest, commit, repeat, and have belief in each other. And we will do our absolute best to make our dreams come true. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I am just as anxious as the next person to see that banner, so I'll keep this pretty short and sweet. This year, our team motto was invest, commit, repeat, and so just like those 3 parts, I have just 3 things I want to touch on really quickly. First, I want to thank our amazing university. Triathlon is a small, developing sport, but we are treated big. What you see here today, the celebration, the resources, the belief in this program, it says everything. We have the greatest coaching staff imaginable and incredible institutional support. And it is insurmountably and directly correlated to our success. We truly cannot thank you enough for the way you invest in us and our success. Second, I want to touch on commitment. I want to thank my teammates. They push me every day to be the very best version of myself. I especially want to give a shout out to Marge, who easily could have been the top finisher for this university the past 2 years. Racing with her constantly reminds me that objects in the rearview mirror are closer than they appear. I'm better because of the people I train with and because of the struggles we went through this year, and I love you endlessly, and I can't thank you enough for being who you are. Finally, I want to touch on repeat. And I want to touch on our home meet. We had our first home meet this year, and there was an incredible amount of work done behind the scenes, and the community showed up in a way I'll never forget. Having the swim team there brought an unbelievable energy to the whole event and capped off one of the most amazing experiences of my life. I can't thank you all enough. Bear down always. And Mr. Jeffries, let's see the banner.
All right, without further ado, ladies, let's go gather around the banner. It's amazing coming into work every day when they were constructing it. It was to see another one go up. It doesn't get any better than that. So they've had it up, ready to go. This will be here for everyone who comes to campus forever to salute the 2025 national champions.
All right, everybody is moving now towards the banner, which is on National Championship Drive.
All right, Wes, ladies, when you're ready.
The ladies are out there.
Pull that cord.
They're going to pull the cord. Hopefully it comes down a little bit smoother than it did last year when it got a little stuck. Hey, there we go. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. We are at the celebration of the back-to-back national
All right, congratulations.
champions.
Bear down.
There we go. All right, well, let's get a break in here. We'll come back. We'll hear from the ladies. Athletics Director Desiree Reed-Francois and a whole lot more. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Columbus Boulevard near Grant on Columbus to the north of Grant Road, collision report there. Also Rex La Cholla south of McGee. Valencia east of 12th Avenue. Slowdowns at Irvington and Palo Verde due to road work. 49 the overnight low, 80 sunny skies tomorrow and 78 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new Luxe Value menu has 10 indulgencies for $3 or less. From the opulent new mini taco salad to the decadent beefy potato loaded griller. That much Luxe could have you expecting a maitre d' at the drive-thru. At participating Taco Bells, while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Tax extra.
Sean Furrier for Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Our beautiful Arizona winter weather brings cooler overnight temperatures, which means some of you are now seeing your vehicle's low pressure warning light. Colder overnight temperatures can lower your tire's pressure just enough to trigger a warning light. But don't worry, many times the solution is simply adding the correct amount of air to your tires. Then get back to enjoying the fantastic winter weather. If adding the air doesn't do the trick, stop by any of our 14 area Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care locations for a free tire inspection and air pressure check. And if you need help with the low pressure warning light, we fix those too. Mention this radio offer for free installation with the purchase of any new tire pressure sensor. We'll install it in your wheel and rebalance your tires absolutely free. You'll find even more specials to get your car road trip ready at jackfurriers.com. So call ahead, make an appointment online, or just drop by. Jack Furrier Tire and Auto Care. Since 1960, we're here to get you there.
Hey, man. Yeah, it's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever
Nobody covers your cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're back out here at the University of Arizona, the Davis Center, the celebration for the national champion triathlon team. And we are now joined by the, let me make sure I get this right, R. Ken Coit, Director of Athletics, Desiree Reed-Francois. I don't think she can hear me. Let's see. Okay, you're actually in 5 there. Can you hear me now, Desiree? There we go. All right. Welcome.
Thank you. What a beautiful day.
I mean, absolutely. Well, we were just remarking on the pregame or leading up that I mean, you could not have asked for a better day for this. This is the picture postcard for why we want athletes to come here to the University of Arizona.
Yes, we should bring in every single recruit today because it is so perfect. And what great community support we have out here.
It's awesome.
It's really special to have so many people out here supporting our. And you heard Kelly Wetland and you heard Marge talk about how important that community support is. So thank you to our community for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. Desiree, just obviously this is your second year here. Yes. This program has won 2 national championships. Just what has impressed you about the way that this has all come together so quickly?
Well, I'm really impressed with what Wes and Jossie have done, and they've established a culture, but also so has Kelly Wetland. Kelly Wetland has come in and she's like the definition of ambitious. She's humble, she's ambitious, and she personifies the student athlete ideal, as is, that team. We talk about the 2 national championships, but we're also, they have a 3.66 GPA, and they are incredible ambassadors for our fine university. I'm so proud of them.
There you go. And you look at this, the makeup of the roster. I mean, you've got, Wes joked about all the girls from South Dakota. I didn't know that there was such talent there.
There's a great pipeline. We love South Dakota.
But so many international athletes as well that have come in here and been able to experience life in the United States.
Yes.
And to be a part of this university as really the door that opens what America is like for a student athlete coming over here from another country.
Well, Arizona is an incredible place. The University of Arizona, you have a world-class education, and why wouldn't you want to come here? We talk about momentum in the athletic department, and candidly, it started with triathlon last year.
Yeah.
We saw triathlon win the national championship. We saw what men's basketball did, and last year, and what they're doing now. Oh my gosh! It just kept going. You saw what we did with the College World Series, what Chip has done, and momentum is just like you stack those little wins.
All right, so you're the AD for the #1 men's basketball team in the country, unanimous. What's that like? How does that? Does your phone ring off the hook a little bit more now?
I don't know about all that. I'm really proud of what Coach Lloyd has built and the incredible student athletes that he has. They're really fine young people that you want to be around. When you're around JB and you're around Tobe Awaka, and every single one of those young men you can have a wonderful conversation with. And I'm a little biased, number 7. I kind of root for number 7 a little bit too, and so I get a chance to see that basketball program not only as an administrator but as a parent too.
Yeah.
And I see how special they are. They're great human beings.
What has Jackson said to you about what it's like to be a part of that program?
Oh, my son is just so darn happy right now. Oh gosh, he is just like on cloud 9. Jackson, he loves being a part. There was a moment he got in one of the exhibition games, or maybe it's Gardner Webb, I can't remember. And he got in and he caught the ball, and he goes for he shot a 3-pointer, and I was standing under the basket, and I was like, oh right. Yes. And so I was proud of him for making the shot, whatever. But really, what made my heart so warm was seeing the bench reaction.
Right.
And I think that that feeling of togetherness, is that connection, is what Jackson. You asked me about how Jackson's feeling, and I kind of went on mom mode on you. But that team is a really connected team. It's an unselfish team.
Give me an update on where we are, year 1 of revenue share. How has this all progressed here as we move into second semester?
Absolutely. Well, revenue share, it started on July 1st of this past year, and it's a massive transformation in the college sports landscape. We knew there was going to be bumps and bruises on a national scale. Whenever you have that significant of a transformation, I would argue it's probably the top 5 most transformative times in our sports, and so it's made an impact. I love the fact that we have an opportunity to provide for our student athletes. Is it easy and simple? And No, but nothing that transformative is going to be. But we are continuing to stay competitive, stay fair, and be good fiscal stewards of our resources.
We'd always joked about the extended titles, like at Stanford, I think kind of was the Pac-12 university that started that. But and we were wondering, like, will that ever come to the University of Arizona? It has now with the endowed positions. Was that a decision that you made that it was time to maybe go in that direction?
You know, when I first got here, we talked about being aggressive on all of our revenue opportunities, and that was one way that we thought, you know, we have a supporter, and I'm looking right across the street at the Arkan Coit gate, and we have a supporter in Arkan Coit, and he's just been a wonderful, not just, I keep saying the word supporter, but he has been there whenever we need him. He's a wonderful sounding board. And to be able to have his name and endow my position and provide needed resources for the athletic department, I'm just very proud.
Yeah, and Casino del Sol, obviously the big announcement, put their name on the stadium.
Yes.
What will, I mean, talk about what that tangibly does for the department.
Well, the Pasquayaki tribe, we are very fortunate to be able to partner with them. And so it's also not just, I mean, obviously the resources are incredible. Like we need to be able to sustain the competitive excellence that our community deserves is critically important. Like we have to do that, and we had to be aggressive in raising revenue. But what I appreciated about the Pasquayaki tribe is it's truly a partnership. Like we are going to bring students from the tribe onto our campus. We're going to have sports camps. We're going to them. Like we held our our holiday party at the Casino del Sol. Like we're going to have a golf fundraiser. Like it's more than just, it's about education, it's about community, and it's about partnership.
All right. Well, Desiree, we know you got a lot of people that you want to chat with here. We appreciate you stopping by and chatting with us and giving us an update on everything that's happening here at the University of Arizona Athletics.
I haven't seen you in a while.
It's been a while. Yeah, absolutely. Good seeing you.
Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right.
you.
She is the R. Kent Coit, Director of Athletics here at the University of Arizona, Desiree Reed-Francois. We'll get a break here, come back with more. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
Celebrate Happy Honda Days at AutoNation Honda Tucson. Save up to $7,500 on pilots, leases starting at $399 a month, and enjoy incredible rates on 2025 and 2026 models. Visit us off Wetmore and Automall Drive today.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Minor collision at Valencia and Cardinal and Valencia, and other wrecks reported. Tancaverde and Kolb Road. A collision, possibly a major collision on Columbus, north of Grant Road.
Katie.
49 the overnight low, 80 sunny skies tomorrow, and 77 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the sports tip. Did you hear what we were talking about? Doing a lot of around the house work. New tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not a big HGTV guy.
How much of that work are you doing yourself?
The stripping was kind of my job. I ended up taking
stripping?
I took
You're
out the
stripping?
linoleum. I stripped out the
Am
linoleum.
I not paying you enough money that you got to strip for a living?
DK on the sports tip, Monday through Fridays at 3, right here on Wildcats Radio, 1290.
At Straight Talk, we are all about no-brainers. Calling Grandma for her recipe? No-brainer. Streaming one more episode at 2 a.m.? Big no-brainer. Getting real unlimited data where you buy bananas? The ultimate no-brainer. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy A16 5G or Moto G Power 5G 2024 with select plans. Straight Talk. Real unlimited data. Available at Walmart and straighttalk.com. Offer valid through 5/19/25. Taxes and fees apply. Requires in-store single line activation on qualifying plan. For network management practices, visit straighttalk.com/terms. Copyright 2025 Verizon.
Do you disregard people's personal space? Sitting next to people in
Program,
public?
it's the celebration of the University of Arizona triathlon team. Two-time national champions, coached by Wes Johnson, who joins us now out here. And Wes, man, this has become an old hat here. We a celebration every February here. This never gets old, does it?
We could not have a more perfect Tucson day here as well. It's wow, the crowd, just unbelievable.
I was just remarking, we at the top of the show and with Desiree, I mean, this is the kind of day you want to have recruits on campus to let them know what it's like here at the University of Arizona.
So true, so true. We can't beat it.
When you look back at this year, and it was interesting, the young ladies were up there, they were talking about how it was, this year was a lot, there were a lot of challenges involved with this year. What were some of the things maybe that challenged this team that they had to get through to get to a second national championship?
I think a lot of it came down to pressure. I think, the first year that we won, we weren't expected to win. We were kind of under the radar, and so this next year, there was challenges and a lot of emotions around, the pressure that they felt, and a lot of them kind of said, why does it feel different? It feels so different than the first year, and yes, it does. The first year, we were a brand new team, starting from scratch, like recruiting all over the world. There wasn't a team before that, so. And I look back and I think through our team values, none of our team values have changed whatsoever. The only thing that changes is the feeling of thinking we could win again, and that pressure and the emotions that led to, and there's only 7 that go on our national championship team, and we have a team bigger than that. So, it's a challenge, and they're developing, into adults, and there's a lot of emotions to learn through that process, and so, but and I look back now, like through those challenges, we've never held them more accountable than we did, to hold our values strong and our values closest to us. That's what's most important. And I look back now and as we're discussing goals and everything right now, I've never felt more aligned with a group in my entire career than we are right now. So there were challenges, but looking back, we had to go through those challenges. That is what's going to make us great. That's what's going to make us excellent, is because of the challenges that we went through.
I'm curious, you obviously are relatively new to the university. When you started facing those challenges, do you go have a conversation with like a Mike Candrea to say, because I know he was always really good at dealing with a lot of, like you said, the emotional factors that you deal with obviously young women who are coming of age, as well as trying to be competitive athletes. I mean, is that a conversation like, Coach, like, how did you deal with this? Did you have those types of conversations with some of the other veteran coaches inside the department?
For sure. I'm learning from all the amazing coaches we have here on campus, as well as Mike Candrea, all the time. And we have group discussions. We have a leadership series that we're talking about all these things, and we're bringing up these subjects. But I do have some key mentors in my life that I do rely on and stuff like this. We have an amazing psychologist for our team, but he also helps me as well. And so it's that those people are just crucial for me, and making sure, I'm looking at this with the right perspective, the right lens to guide and lead this team in the right direction, regardless of the challenges that they're going through.
Wes Johnson is our guest. He's the head coach here at Arizona Triathlon. I know Margaretta was or Marge, I guess, was one of the young ladies who spoke up there. I remember she had the fall earlier in the season and had to come back from that. What did you just like about the way she recovered from that to be able to finish second at the national championships?
Yeah, I think because of the challenges she had the year before, I think she just grew so much. She learned how to handle the challenges and get through those challenges. And it's our challenges that allow us to grow and to high level athletes or in high level people. And that's what's allowing someone like her to bounce back from a crash that was not easy. And that was a race. That was a hard race, and we had 2 athletes crash out, and that was a race we lost. But because of that, some amazing things happened, and some amazing lessons were learned. And I'm grateful for it all. There's not a lot I would change. I think things happen for a reason, and we're learning just so much through the ups and downs.
Now, Kelly's graduated. She's not coming back, right?
She is coming back.
Oh, she has
one
more
year.
She's got one more
She's
year
got
left.
One more year, yeah. She's going to be starting a master's degree.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was that the plan, or did you know that you were going to have her for another year?
That was the plan, because that'll be her 5th year. Her first year here, she was only swimmer.
Right.
So we didn't use that. Then she has 4 years as a triathlete, and so that was the plan. I don't think a lot of other schools and programs realized that, but we did know that was the plan, and we're so grateful to have her back again next year. But she plans to stay and fully go for LA 2028 Olympics as well.
That's awesome. So how does that realm work into what you do here in terms of the preparation or the things you do to try to get her going on that route to Los Angeles?
It's all the same preparation. It all kind of just blends together. The distance is double the distance from NCAA, but these girls train so much and so well, and the transferring from distance to distance works just fine, and they've already proven that. And so, just the week after nationals, we went to Brazil for a World Cup, and they both took top 10. So we're seeing the international success as well as the NCAA success, and they support each other. And we're using the NCAA route to be a pipeline towards the highest level in the world in the sport, and we will be the first school to do that, and we're going to do it.
Wes, appreciate it as always. Congratulations on another national championship, and I guess what Pat Riley once said, okay, let's just go three-peat now.
Yes, let's do it.
There you go. Wes Johnson, head coach of your 2-time champion Arizona Triathlon national champion team. Let's get another break in here. We'll come back, have much more for you from campus at the Davis Center. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the AutoNation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Minor collision at Valencia and Cardinal and Valencia, and other wrecks reported. Tanque Verde and Kolb Road. A collision, possibly a major collision on Columbus, north of Grant Road. 49 the overnight low, 80 sunny skies tomorrow, and 77 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. In the automotive industry, time and trust matter. Miss an electrical problem and it can slow everything down. That's why Napa delivers electrical solutions the pros trust. The parts, tools, and expertise to catch problems before they become breakdowns. That's Napa know-how.
They say time flies.
Nobody covers your Cats like we do, with press conferences, coaches shows, and play-by-play.
It is over. Cats have won it.
We bring you all the stories, highlights, and analysis of your Arizona Wildcats. We are Wildcats Radio 1290.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Find mom's best gift at Target. Now through Mother's Day, get up to 40% off gifts for her. Discover trendy apparel and swimwear that'll elevate any wardrobe. Jewelry that'll make her smile shine brighter, and even chocolate that'll turn any moment into something sweeter. There are endless options to choose from to show her she's the best. Hurry! Save 20 to 40% on select apparel, jewelry, chocolates, and more this Mother's Day only at Target. Restrictions apply.
Once upon a time, our family had trouble with pests around our home. Did you know that stinging insects send tons of people to the hospital? And teeny ticks and mosquitoes can be all around the yard. Their bites can make people and their pets sick. Mice, rats, and roaches need food and water just like us. You do not want them to visit. They can spread disease and make it hard to breathe. I'm sure glad this story has a happy ending.
Learn how to protect your family at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
It's DK on the sports tip. Did you hear what we were talking about?
Doing a lot of around the house work. New tub. We had to break up the concrete, reset the pipe.
You're going to start your own show?
Not a chance. I'm not.
We spoke on several topics, including the continued use of technology with officiating and a potential 18-game schedule. He also announced the Paul J. Tagliabue Academic Excellence Award in honor of the late former commissioner, which will be given to a player who demonstrates a desire to continue his education. Meanwhile, the international series is expanding. The league announced multi-year regular season games returning to Madrid and Mexico City starting in 2026. Paris will also host their first regular season game in 2026, with the Saints as one of the participating teams. Plus, the Rams have announced they've signed head coach Sean McVay and general manager Les Snead to multi-year contract extensions. McVay is excited to be able to be with the organization that continues to build. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
I'm Boomer Esiason. My mom died from cancer. She was only 37 years old. She didn't have life insurance, and that was devastating for my family. That's why having life insurance is so important to me. Ethos makes it fast and easy. Get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. You can get up to $3 million in coverage with no medical exam.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Hey, man. It's me, your furnace, man. Hey, can I get a light here, man? I know we live in Arizona, so I understand I'm not, like as cool as your air conditioner. But I still need a tune-up at least once a year, man. So get the best in town, man. Goodfellas AC, bro. Hey, anybody smell that, man? I swear it wasn't me. Okay, it was me.
Good service, good prices, Goodfellas. GoodfellasAC.com.
It's the biggest game on the planet, and nobody breaks it down like Jim Rome.
Who do you think will be the last one standing this year?
Fearless debate and the best callers in sports.
On any given week, you have lots to beef about. Take advantage of it. Get up in here.
Big games, big opinions, and zero mercy.
We will get to all of that. You've been warned.
He's the Spitfire of sports smack.
A lot to get to, and I'm not sure you're going to like all of it. I don't even care if you like all of it or not. I have a job to do.
The Jim Rome Show.
What's your beef?
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
This is a Westwood One Sports Minute.
Presented by Robinhood, your money, your move. First it was Shedeur Sanders, then it was Joe Flacco. Now the latest player to get an invite to tonight's Pro Bowl games is reportedly Justin Fields, who declined the invitation. Fields started 9 games, of which the Jets won 2. The term Pro Bowler next to a player's name used to mean something, and unfortunately we can no longer use this metric to judge our favorite stars. I'm Adam Abdallah.
Presented by Robinhood.
He crosses, spins, pulls up.
With Robinhood Prediction Markets, buy or sell your predictions all game long. No house odds, just you versus the market. Put your sports IQ to work. Trade every shot, block, steal, run, and moment that shifts the game. With Robinhood Prediction Markets, trade every play. Visit Robinhood.com/predict to start trading. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered
30 seconds out.
merchant and swap firm.
This is the story of the one.
And again, next break is our final break.
At a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
And we're back out here live at the Davis Center. It is the celebration of the Arizona National Champion Triathlon team. Things are kind of wrapping up here quickly. I mean, they know how to set up for an event and break down for an event. I mean, they are old hat here at the University of Arizona. We are going to chat here momentarily with the individual nationals. I'm going to have you sit in that chair right there. There we go. Right there. The individual national champion this year, Kelly Wetland, is going to join us on the show. Kelly, appreciate you taking a few minutes to join us. Congratulations.
Hi, yeah, thank you so much for having me on.
I just found out something I did not know. I thought your time here was done, but I understand you're coming back for another year.
They really just cannot get rid of me. They really can't.
All the teams in the country are going to be very upset about that. Kelly Wetland is back for another year at Arizona. Obviously, because you were here for just the 1 year as a swimmer, but you still have 4 years of eligibility in this sport.
Yes, sir.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And I understand you're going to be working on a master's degree.
I am, yes.
Okay, so when have you graduated yet, or when do you graduate undergrad?
I'm going to graduate in the spring with,
okay.
With the class of swimmers that I came in with. So it's going to be a really full circle moment, you know. It's
there you
fun.
go.
Uh-huh.
There you go. And then what will you be studying in grad school?
I'm going to get my master's in international security systems.
No, so tell me what that is all about and what you're going to do with that once this is all said and done.
Isn't that the real question, right? So basically the master's in international security systems it's a great way to look at kind of what kinds of, intelligence and cybersecurity that we're using here in the United States and how that kind of plays out on an international stage.
Right.
And also it looks good on a law school resume. So and that's my end goal.
So law school is in your future as well.
I sure hope so.
You cannot go wrong with that whatsoever. Kelly Wetland is our guest, national champ. So what did it mean for you? Because you didn't lose at all last year, this past season. No losses at all. What was that like to be able to go to every event and win?
Honestly, unexpected. I last year I was really just hoping to make the nationals team because our team is so strong. Like
right.
I think it's really easy to get enamored with the first place or second place or the individual stuff, but our team is so hard to be on. Like any of the people on our national team, if they went to any of the other teams in the NC2A, they probably would be the first or second best person on the team.
Wow.
So I was like, from going from last year to being like, like I really hope I make the national team, to like, God, I have a shot at winning the whole thing, and to do it for this university and for my best friends is like, it's like I struggle to talk about, like, it's hard to put into words, but yeah, I mean, it feels really good, like it was really, never thought I would have an undefeated season. So
what was the national championship race like, and what were the last maybe final 30 seconds as you realized I'm going to win this now?
I really don't think I had that many complex thoughts while I was racing.
No.
To be so honest with you, I was just like, "Where's the end?" I was dying. But yeah, and I could hear, my fiercest competition is Margaret, and I train with her every day, and I get to race with her in World Triathlon, and so. Just to have, like, there was 2 turnarounds, or I guess 4 turnarounds in the whole race, but, like on the last turnaround, I saw Margaret, and she was closing. And so I was like, man, Margie is going to give me a run for my money. But I just can't tell you how exciting it is to, finish 1-2 in the country with Marge and then have our top 5 in the top 10. Like, it was just a dominant performance. And, yeah. It was a really exciting moment for all of us to come together.
I think I loved your line up there. The things in the rearview mirror are definitely closer than they appear.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I live that every day, man.
Margie talked about just some of the challenges from this past year, and I was asking Wes about that. And he said there was a pressure to being the national champions and trying to win it again. What were some of those things that you guys had to work through this year as a team to kind of get to where you wanted to get?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, obviously on the outside, it's easy to celebrate just like the closeness and how how good friends we are. But, like any growing and 22, 21, 22-year-olds, we're constantly changing. We're constantly, trying to improve ourselves and improve our team. And so it's, things get kind of strange sometimes, but I think, we're growing together, which at the end of the day and at nationals, you could just see like we came together in a way I've never seen. And, it makes me like a little bit emotional to talk about because it was like we had a rough patch for sure. And, I'm just really grateful that our culture is the way that it is, and we were able to really tell people how valued they are and, just represent our school in the way that we did at the end.
As the best one, you're almost somewhat the de facto leader. So what did you learn about yourself as a leader, being the one to try to pull that team together to get to the end point and win?
How much time do you have, Mr. Kelly? This year was a learning year for me. And I couldn't be more grateful for it. I learned a lot about just like, sometimes it's hard to separate your friendships from your role on the team, and I had a hard time with that this year. I think I was, Molly and I were the team captains this year, and that role felt really big. It felt like something I really wanted to do really well, and so in some ways, being a captain and being a friend aren't always, they don't always coexist, right? And so learning how to have tough conversations and, really try to better myself so that I can be better for the team was a big lesson that I learned this year. And also just, owning up to being wrong, I think was a big one that I learned too. So I couldn't be more grateful for this year and, all the things that I've learned about myself and about, just how to be a better friend.
Outstanding. Wes said you have eyes on Los Angeles.
Oh gosh.
So how does that work in triathlon? Where do you have to finish? Is there a trials, a U.S. trials, and how does that work?
So the triathlon is discretionary. So they choose the team every year. So yeah, it basically is dependent on points, which starts, the qualification period begins this year in the spring.
Oh, wow.
So it's definitely on the forefront of everyone's minds. But yeah, so it's an accumulation of points that you get from racing all these different places in the world. And, Wes talked about, we went to Brazil right after nationals, a week after nationals, and Margaret got 7th, I got 9th, and that was huge points towards going to games and, getting on your country's radar just to, prove that you can compete with the big dogs, right? Because we're still pretty young, and so we're very, not very consistent, right? We've raced all over the place, so it's just really putting your name out there. And just staying present too. That next year will be my last year in the NCAA, and I really want to focus on that and stay grateful, stay loving it. So that's my goal.
All right, go up and get some of that food in South Dakota, whatever they're feeding
seriously,
those.
right? I know, man. Like special water. There
you go. Kelly, congratulations, and we're looking forward to this coming season next fall.
I so appreciate you being here, Mr. Kelly. Thank
All
you
right.
so much.
I love how you call everybody Mr. Jeffries, Mr. Kelly. I love that. This young lady was raised right here. All right, let's get our final break in. We'll come back. We'll wrap things up here from campus. You're listening to Wildcats Radio 1290.
From the Auto Nation Honda and BMW of Tucson Traffic Center, this is Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together. Collisions reported at Church Avenue in Congress, La Cholla and McGee, Oracle and Hardy mostly southbound, backups on Oracle at Hardy, Roger Road in Fairview, Valencia in Cardinal reported as a minor collision, Tancaverde and Colbin also crashed Columbus north of Grant Road. 49 the overnight low, 80 sunny skies tomorrow, and 76 now. I'm Cricket with your Wildcats Radio 1290 Traffic and Weather Together.
This report is sponsored by AutoZone. Get in the zone. The free AutoZone Fix Finder service can help you troubleshoot the likely cause of your pesky check engine light for free and help you save time and money down the road. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-649-2626. That's 800-649-2626. Again, 800-649-2626.
Wildcat fans, why wait for a great night's sleep? At Factory Direct Mattress in Tucson, you get comfort for life and deals you can't get anywhere else. Shop top-rated brands like the award-winning Puffy, Lisa, and our FDM lineup, all at Factory Direct Savings. No gimmick, no pressure, just comfort that helps you wake up feeling like a champion. Find us at 3936 West Ina Road or at fdmtucson.com. That's fdmtucson.com. Easy to find, easy to save. Stop by today, sleep better tonight, and get ready for Arizona's next victory.
Oh, no, not the sink. Not now.
Plumbing issues can put your life on pause. But with anytime emergency scheduling, the Neighborly Done Right promise, and more, Mr. Rooter Plumbing will have your life flowing again in no time.
All fixed. Much better.
Mr. Rooter is proud to cheer on the Cats. Mention this ad for 10% off any plumbing service. A win for the whole family. Bear down, Arizona.
Mr. Rooter Plumbing.
A Neighborly company.
Get your backyard summer ready with a custom pool from First Choice Pools. A backyard oasis built around you. First Choice is a full-service builder of beautiful in-ground pools and backyard designs for years of staycations. If you want to dive in this summer, now is the time to visit TucsonPoolBuilder.com. First Choice Pools for installs, renovation, remodeling, and repair. Get started today at TucsonPoolBuilder.com. Ask about our 60-day pool. To be summer ready, First Choice is the only choice.
Westwood One presents Today in Women's Sports. The UCLA women's basketball team is the best show in Los Angeles right now. Over the weekend, the second-ranked Bruins dominated then number 8 Iowa 88-65. UCLA has won 15 games in a row, and they sit atop a loaded Big Ten with an 11-0 conference record. The Bruins are usually led in scoring by stars like Lauren Betts or Kiki Rice, but in Sunday's big win, their offense was paced by sixth-year senior Angela Dugalich, who finished with 22 points off the bench. Her mentality embodies why UCLA is rolling right now.
The target is not on our backs. We have the target on other people, and just having that mentality of like, we're going to these gyms, these arenas, and like people are coming to see us. They want to see a show, so we're going to give them a show.
Second-ranked UCLA is back in action on Wednesday when they host Rutgers. With Today in Women's Sports, I'm Jody Jackson on Westwood One.
COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty. The poorest communities in the U.S. and around the world are suffering the most. Oxfam believes we can put systems in place to protect health and livelihoods in the future if we work together with dignity and compassion. Learn how you can help offer safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more resilient future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
Straight Talk Wireless presents Pickup Truck Wisdom.
If you're only good to your new friends, you're not going to have any old ones. Straight Talk gets it. That's why new and existing customers get free 5G phones on Verizon's 5G network. Pretty simple, really. You keep good people by being good people.
Find us at straighttalk.com and Walmart. Straight Talk Wireless. Straightforward. Always. Taxes and fees apply. Plan purchase required for free phone offers. Copyright 2026 Verizon.
DK on the sports tip. Wildcats Radio 1290.
All right, final segment out here at the Davis Center as we wrap up our coverage of the U of A Triathlon back-to-back national championship celebration. J.W. Madden joins me. And before we get to our Casino del Sol replay, what a fun event out here today, J.W.
Yeah, I mean, to me, the biggest takeaway for me is you hear in a football game that the running back's got a sprained ankle. He's not allowed to complain about it.
Yeah.
Right? You hear a basketball player, little tweaks his knee. It's all about the team. It's whatever it takes. And what we heard were some real genuine, heartfelt stories about the struggles that it takes when you're going through that kind of training to try to peak at the right time. And so really interesting to hear the student athletes talk about that, talk about the struggles that it took throughout the season. You don't always hear those stories. So what they overcame, DK, to get that second back-to-back national championship, just really awe-inspiring to hear them and how much work and effort goes into it.
Absolutely, absolutely. And great to hear that Kelly Wetland's going to be back for another season.
Hey.
That automatically makes the Arizona Wildcats the proverbial favorite to win another national champion when you got 1 and 2 as they finished Marge Vrablova and Kelly Wetland coming back. That's going to be a hard tandem to overcome, and we'll see if Marge puts some pressure on Kelly Wetland as Kelly tries to continue that streak of meets one. All right, let's get our Casino del Sol replay in here before we wrap things up at 5:30 and get you out to San Francisco for the Pro Bowl games.
The Casino del Sol replay is brought to you by Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
All right, Arizona Athletics Director Desiree Reed-Francois led off the ceremony here today with words about this national championship program.
Well, proud does not begin to express how much we are just so proud of you all. Not only are you incredible students, not only are you two-time national champions in 2 years of having the program, but you're also just incredible leaders and incredible humans. I've had the privilege of spending time with each and every one of you, and every time I walk away, like Kelly came and visited me in my office this morning, or this afternoon, and every time I walk away from a conversation with each of you, I leave inspired. You are the reason why we do what we do. Thank you for the way that you represent this incredible university. We are so proud of you. And we have several honored guests. Thank you. And you guys, look around. Look how many people are supporting you. How many people that you inspire every day. You know what I love also is seeing the young ladies and seeing the little children that when they meet you and their eyes just get so bright and so wide, and you paint a picture of what they can be. They can be incredible champions on the court or on the field, in the pool, on the race course, when you're riding your bike, in the classroom, and then just as leaders in the community. So thank you for really painting a picture and providing context for a dream that a young lady can have. You inspire me, and I know you inspire thousands of others.
Today's Casino del Sol replay is brought to you by Casino del Sol, home of award-winning dining, gaming, resorts, and golf.
Fabulous words there from the R. Ken Coit Athletics Director here at the University of Arizona, Desiree Reed-Francois, to put a cap on a second national championship celebration for Arizona Triathlon. Now we get back to the business of the winter sports here at the University of Arizona. You've got a basketball team that potentially has a shot to win a national championship. You've got some other programs here that are trending up. Swimming is back in the rankings again. That's good to see after some years of which they've had some struggles, to see that program get back to where they should be among the best swimming programs in the nation. You've got a baseball team that's going to be beginning their season here in just a few weeks as a ranked team as well, coming off a year in which they went to the College World Series. And, of course, women's softball ranked again, as they always have been for the last 30 years.
Right, always.
And a club that will have a chance to compete at the top of the Big 12 Conference as well. And don't forget, again, ranked tennis. Men's tennis continues to thrive under Clancy Shields and doing fabulous things there. Ryan Stotland continuing to build that women's tennis team. And, we've got the women's golf program as well, as they'll be hosting their first tournament here coming up in a few weeks. So it'll continue to be a fabulous, and if the weather stays like this, man, it's going to be a great spring. It's going to be a great spring of athletics here at the University of Arizona. Don't forget women's basketball here tomorrow night, right across the street at McHale Center, 6 o'clock against Kansas State. So get out and support those ladies. And then we're back here Saturday to celebrate the 2001 Final Four team on the men's side. We'll have a chance to hopefully chat with some of those gentlemen here. Jason Gardner potentially will join us later in the week, working on some other interviews for you as well. So looking forward to Saturday here at the McHale Center and another home game for Arizona Athletics. J-Dep, thank you.
Hey, it was a great day. Great day to be a Wildcat.
Absolutely. That's going to wrap up our coverage here from campus. Thanks to Wes Johnson, the head coach of the triathlon team, for joining us, Kelly Wetland, as well as the director of athletics, Desiree Reed-Francois. Dragon Ball did yeoman's work back in the studio. Cricket, as always, on the traffic, I should say. She didn't have any tickets today, but maybe tomorrow. You never know. My name is David Kelly. That's our time for tonight. Thank you very much for your time. Coming up next, it's another Arizona alum, Ryan Radke, the voice of Sunday Night Football, anchoring the Pro Bowl games, live from the Super Bowl in San Francisco. Get set to hear that. You're listening to Wildcats Radio, 1290.
And you're clear.
Awesome.
Consistently like a third, fourth round.
The following is a special presentation of Westwood One Sports. If it's the Pro Bowl games, it's on Westwood One.
Bijan Robinson to carry over the right side, has a hold to the 25, down the sideline to the 30, across the 40, breaks a tackle in midfield. Bijan Robinson, he's going to go all the way down the right sideline for a touchdown.
Play clock down to 2. Allen gets the snap. He's back to throw. He's looking. He throws left side of the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown Bills.
And it's on. Yeah, it's one of those things that's on there forever. So.